right. 1 2 1 2. Check, check. See if we can hear ourselves. We are good. A little loud, but we'll get there. All right, thank you for tuning in. This is my first live stream. We'll be assembling a computer today. Building a machine. It's an AMD machine. Using the Ryzen 3950X 16-core processor, along with the a little heavy Asus X570 motherboard, e-gaming. I liked it. It's a small build, smaller than usual. It's portable. You know, during the COVID time, we have to be nimble to learn how to move fast. So this computer is going to be one that it's going to go up and down places. All right. So I start by opening the components. I always like to start with the motherboard. That's where the good stuff is. I got another camera here, and of course, with any live stream, there's always a risk, which we have to be willing to take. All right, so let's switch over to camera 3. All right, there we go. So this is the box. Let me see if I left my knife over here. Good, let's see to focus. All right, I'm gonna open this guy. Well, there's no sticker. All right, here we go. Fresh. I always include a bunch of stickers with this. I like the stickers. I put them on my trash cans. All right, wireless antenna necessary. Nothing else there. All right, that's looking good. I know the camera's angled. I might lift it up as the stream goes on, but we'll see. We'll see how we do. So we got one person in, or at least somebody joined. Welcome, friend. This is a place of engineering, a place of building. Let's see, let's go back to that. All right, so I'm taking it out. Much bigger than I expected. ATX, so good. All right, that's really sharp. I always like to use this little tray, invert it, and put it on it. So got a little bit of distance. Manual. Always read your manual. All right, let's see what else we got. A bunch of cables, the usual stuff. Setup cables. Little. This looks like a LED header. Two types of LED. Here we go. We got a little door knob holder. Prevent you from distracting the gamer. And then we got a few other zip ties and the screws for the solid state. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna put this down. Whoa! I'm gonna put this down. I'll have a little space, so I'll bring down the music a bit more. There we go. Yeah, this is a nice build. It's a nice motherboard. I like the black. There was a time that Asus had almost a lot of white. The Prime series, it was white and blue. I think they're going back to black now. Kind of cool. All right, looking pretty sharp. A lot of stickers. I got to remove all these stickers. So let's wow, there was no cover on the CPU. That's kind of weird. Never seen that. An exposed socket. Must be an AMD thing. Actually kind of worrisome to some degree. If anything gets in there. Let's see if I open this. Where are we? Oh, here it is. There we we go. Slide this guy open. By the way, the name of the channel, Atlacatl, it's a native word from Nahuatl. It means water human. It's a legend or a myth, maybe true, about the last resistance to the conquistadors. It was Atlacatl, and the legend goes that he was never captured. He jumped into the volcano before being captured. It's an interesting name. I like it. I'm Salvadorian, so it's a Salvadorian word. Oh, nothing else. Look at that. A lot of cardboard, a lot of foam. I mean, that's like a ridiculous amount of foam. I probably can do something with this. Probably build a little microphone stand or a little something. I like to recycle things. All this packaging stuff just ends up in trash. At least might as well give it some life. Alright, so here it is. Let me switch over the cameras so we can appreciate some of the close-up. Alright, so this is... There we go. And the mic might be picking me up, but that's the Ryzen 9. Real nice looking piece of equipment, technology. I'm holding in my hand 16 core. I actually have some of the older CPUs. I should bring them out. Show you guys what they compare to. What are the specs? Oh, all right. Yeah, so I was going to kind of reveal them. This is built based on everything I can find in Micro Center today. So I needed this computer to be ready for tomorrow. So I had to sort of piece together the best options price-wise and performance-wise. So going to be a 16 core AMD processor, 64 gigs of RAM. Could not get a graphics card. I have a loaner graphics card it's going to use. I'm going to have to go wait in line tomorrow, 6 in the morning, see if I can get the 380. But other than that, it's going to be liquid cool. I got a pretty cool case, NZXT, the white one, the 510, H11 15i cooler, yeah, a bunch of stuff. And then the motherboard, of course, which I got in front of me. Let me switch over again once again. All right. And thank you for stopping by. This is more of a test for me than anything. I'm a video guy. I built a bunch of these systems already, but this is my second AMD build. Been an Intel hardcore guy for a few decades now, with good reason. But now AMD seems to be taking the leadership. Good. The competition is always good, you know. In the end, the consumer is the one that wins. All right, so I'm trying to figure out. There we go. There's the little notch. I gotta line up the notch. Not as clear as in the AMD. In the Intel. So I'm gonna lift this camera up a bit so we can see it. So give me 1 second. Okay, let's go over there. Now we can see a little better. All right, so I'm gonna put the CPU first because I don't like the pins being exposed. It's a pretty clean room, but you never know. You never know. You guys can hear me right? Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's a cool setup. Yeah, I use it for church. I'm a church streamer. This is where church has happened for the last 9 months or 7 months. So, yeah, it's quite a rig. Basement too. The wife allows me to take over the basement. So there we go. We're gonna put this now. Usually, I like to make sure everything's lined up before I do anything. So and I like to see it sit down. There we go. Beautiful. All sides are in. This is a much simpler assembly than the last AMD I built. I had to get a special tool, special socket. Hear the click. Maybe that comes later. I don't know. I'm in for a surprise. This is a discovery for me as much as anybody else. I'm more of an Intel guy, like I said. But all right, looks like it clicked on. We're good. Nothing too shabby. All right. And I always like to take a picture of them. This is the last time, hopefully last time I see them for the life of this computer. Built in this, made in China, diffused in USA, and diffused in Taiwan. So whatever that means. All right, so CPU's in. Now I like to put the SSD, which I got some pretty cool ones actually. So SSDs, I got the Samsung 4 terabyte and then a Samsung 1 terabyte NVMe. So this is going to be a video machine. I need a fast operating system disk that's going to be holding Adobe, Blender, all that good stuff. And then the media is going to go into 4 terabyte. While we're working at home, you know, that's the kind of the way to go. Usually we have a server in the office and we're able to connect to it. Let me go back to here. Yeah, I like Samsung. I've been using them for a while. Actually for a long time. I think first SSD was the Samsung that I got, so been a fan since. So let me switch over the camera once again. Open this guy. There we go. All right. I like how these come. This is like a little bubblegum stick. It's crazy that something so small, so fast, so powerful. All right, I got my trusty iFixit kit. Mic might be a little loud now. Let me bring it down. All right, so what do we need? Small. I always like to check the manual here because these are the steps that are required to make sure you're in the right place. I think this one has two areas I can put this hard drive in. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like there's 2. Yeah. So let's see which one's number 1. I always like to put in the first one, top one. All right. So I got to remove this fancy. I'll get it closer to the camera. Okay, here we go. And the mic is at the maximum, so let's see if it can hear me. Yeah, you can hear it. All right. Cool, here we go. Here's one piece. Here's piece number 2. I don't have my magnetic tray, so I'm gonna have to use the little. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. This guy. I like it has a little grid, so screws go in there pretty easy. All right. Well, these are captive screws. That's nice. They go flying around. All right, first piece. Oh, got a fan there. Look at that. Very nice fan. I didn't need to take this screw off. Put that back on. And one of the cool things about this build, it's gonna have a capture card. It's gonna have a 4K capture card. So the person using this will be able to use a HDMI 4K input as a Teams or Zoom display, or capture a laptop that's streaming, that sort of thing. Cool. All right, we got this exposed. Now we need to get the little screws that came in the box. Yeah, these guys. Spacers, standoffs. You know, proper name for these things. Let's see what else we got. All right, there's 1. There's 1 and 2. You know, I can actually put myself in the corner here. So I'll go out and do that real quick. Let's see. If you hear any noise upstairs, it's the dog walking around. All right, there we go. I'm in the corner now. Cool. So I got to measure. I think this is go right up to the, yeah, that one. That's what I thought. Okay, here we go. Okay. All the way. Cool trick to use. You don't have a. This thing is actually almost the right size. Almost. All right, we got that in. So now I'm putting in the SSD. Again, Samsung, 1 terabyte. Pretty nice, pretty fast. They do slow down over time. I have noticed one of my original ones, is 7-year-old computer at this point. Somewhere along the line, I think 5 years ago, I upgraded to an NVMe, and it's starting to show a little slowdown. I think it's mostly Windows, a lot of little files. Unity creates like a billion files, so that's probably why the slowdown is. Gotta clean it. All right, so we got the CPU, we got the SSD. Now, as far as components that you can build outside of the case, I think that's about it. I like to put the RAM inside, and I like to, at this point, I can take the stickers off, you know, very important part, because eventually they do peel off and then sucked into a fan or something. Or worst case scenario, it can end in between the grooves. And let's see. Okay, so that's that. We're ready to rebuild. Put the plate up. See, another sticker. A lot of people forget this one. Kind of an easy one to forget. It's underneath. They have this little. It looks like bubble gum. Actually, it looks like mint bubble gum. It's been wet. It's like a foam or a gel. Like it's a conducts the heat from the SSD into the plate, so it dissipates a little better. You gotta peel it off. Easy step to forget, but let's see, this goes this way. Yep. All right. Here we go. Cool. All right, let's see if we got anything over here. Got a few messages. Sorry, gotta check here. Nothing. All right, that's returned. Cool. So yeah, let's put the other plate. See, no stickers, nothing. Oh, turned around. Look at that. There we go. It's one of those pieces that's kind of like a puzzle. It's supposed to cover, so it should go straight down. There we go. Yeah, okay. It's at an angle. Makes sense. Makes sense. There we go. All right. Put that back on there. I like that. So that fan pulls down both SSDs.
Sorry, I didn't find a device named fan of SSD.
You heard that? That's my Alexa glasses. Must have been triggered. Cool. Another thing to peel off. Okay. Let's see. So this step, I'm ready to open the case and begin putting in the motherboard. sometimes I like to put the power supply depending on the way the case is built. So I'll check that right now and see if it makes sense to put the power supply first or the motherboard. Like I said, I'm building this. Just got everything about an hour ago. We're just gonna go for it. All right, let's get the case up here. Let me move this carefully. And I like to place it in here. That's fine. Okay. Space for it. All right. Case is a little bigger, so I need to make more space for the stuff. All right. So all this is going to the floor. We're left with a few things here. I always see these coupons, cable mods. I'll try them out one of these days. More focused in efficiency than looks, but they look cool. Okay, I'm opening the box. Obviously, it's too big to be messing with it on camera. I'm just gonna open it up and drop it on the table. Make a little more space here. This is one of the smallest setups. Okay. Big one. I love this case. This is my third build with this exact case. It's hard to beat, you know. It's really clean looking. All white, you know. It's one of those things that why change it? Let's go full screen on it. Change the background. Why not? All right, so this, yeah, classic. You've probably seen a billion videos with this case. Just so clean. I actually don't like to take the sticker, the caution. Just the purple accent, it looks pretty cool, I think. I do take the protective sticker off, but not the caution sticker. Let me make some more room with my headphones here. I don't want to drop anything. It's always a risk, especially on this table. All right. Steel on this glass. I have to stand up for this one. There we go. Put the glass somewhere safe. We don't need that. We don't need the back plate. Here we go. See what else we got. I changed the song. It's been playing for the last minutes. Okay. All right. Sorry about that delay. And of course, the arm is starting to go down. Too much weight. All right. There we go. Okay. Cool. So the I/O plate is built in, which is, I'm surprised it just took this long for that little bit of help to come in. I hated putting those I/O plates in. I'm talking about this part right here. It used to be a little metal sheet of metal, tiny. It'll cut your fingers if you're not looking at it. It'll bend easy too. And the worst part was when the pins would bend inward, especially on a USB port. Pretty much render the USB worthless. You have to remove everything to make sense of it or figure it out. I'm checking some messages here. All right. All right, let's see. Okay, so we grab this guy. We switch the camera real quick. Wait, appreciate a little more. Camera 3. Boom. Focus. All right. So this guy's got to come around here. Tight fit. So I might have to remove the fans to get in there. It looks like I'm going to have to do that. Either I remove the fan. Oh, look at that. Never mind. A little bit of plate. Now, there's usually one pin that's plastic towards the center here. It allows you to make sure it's lined up correctly. On this, I don't see it. There we go. Where is it? Don't see it. It sounds like a click. All right, so pretty good. So the case is the one that gives you the screws for the motherboard and stuff. So don't look for the motherboard screws in the motherboard box. Look for the motherboard screws in the case box. Kind of all right. And then which screws? That's a very important question. Not all screws are the same. So you get 4 for the power supply, a bunch for the fans, hard drives, and the second most is for the motherboard. Sometimes they level them. So this is called M3 5 flat. Let's see what the case here says. Just to confirm. Better check than to redo things. Let's see. These would be C. And according to this diagram here, well-designed diagram, we are supposed to use B. Okay, good thing I checked. Wait, yeah. B. So what is B in our setup? It's the screw 6, 35, 5mm. So that should be screw 6, 35mm. Here we go. Now they all look very similar, but always double check. You know, human error, always bound to happen. Now I got a message here that Reddit removed the link. It's fine. This is mostly a test, but I want to try again. Maybe under different. Here, let's see. All right. I'm going to jump to my camera real quick, bring the still out, and boom. That way you can at least see me for now. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. All right, there we go. Hopefully get some more people. Cool. All right, let's do this. And my screwdriver is over here. I'm gonna change the tip on the screwdriver. You know, it's bigger Phillips. All right. I'm going to switch the camera here so we can see inside the machine. Okay. Another message here. So I'm not going for speed, obviously. I've had to build some computers under pressure before. Not fun. There's already plenty of pressure already with the cameras. Mental pressure. very important that these screws are really tight, but not tight enough to crack the board. Like really tight. That's where if those do come out, they'll do the most damage. They'll hit electric components inside on their way down. I've had that happen. Not fun. Alright. I'll put myself in the corner again here, just so that we can see. 1 second. There we go. Everybody joining us, thank you for coming. This is Atlacatl. Guy that's been building computers for a while. Mostly Intel. This is my second AMD build. So all things change and we must adapt. And AMD's definitely changed the game. So my hand is a much bigger hand than most people, so hard to get a good grip inside these areas. I think they're magnetic. Might have to use the adapter. Right? Switching to something a little more reach. It's not magnetic, so now there's another problem. All right. Let's use the this tool. Okay. It's in there. Just needs a few more turns. The right grip. There we go. All right. We're good. We got 3 at the top, 3 in the bottom, 1, 2, none in the middle. Should be good. Bring the computer case up. Yeah. Nice. All right. So now let's move on to the power supply. I like this case. Pretty straightforward. Power supply I got a really nice one. Got the EVGA 850GA gold. You know, power supplies, man, they make or break machines. Sometimes you get weird sound if you're doing a lot of analog, and that's probably your power supply. If you live in an apartment or in a place, a high-rise or anything that's really high above the ground and has a lot of shared circuits, you're gonna want to invest in really good power supplies, because there's a lot of noise, a lot of static that gets added or gets picked up, and I've noticed that in corporate buildings. I noticed even some touchscreens don't work when you're charging them. Let's see, let's open this up. A dull knife. I gotta sharpen my knife. I've been camping in a while, so there we go. Oh, okay. Here it is. No fancy bag, but I don't mind that. Nobody uses the bag anyway. let's. I always like to put the fan facing down. That's just my personal preference. I know it can go both ways. Fan facing down helps push the dust, or at least not allow gravity to throw dust in it. Because in the end, dust and heat are your enemy. Anything that obstructs airflow, you want to lower it, lower the risks. So for this, we're going to use the 32 hexagon screws. Alright, so we got one screw in here. Now it does get a little tight working with a modular power supply back here. I'm just going to put 2 screws for now, because most likely I'm going to have to move it, reseat it, if my hand can't make the L bend. Alright, let's see. What else do we have? Got nice little Velcro straps up here. Okay, so it's moving pretty fast. They should. Now the cooler, that'll probably be a good time as any to put it in there. Let me move this down. Okay. Cooler is this fancy looking thing. I don't care so much about the LEDs as much as the cooling speed and capacity. So I believe this is the biggest I can fit in this case, so that's why I went with it. Also, somewhat quiet, and of course the RGB. That's a preference. All right, here it is. One thing to keep in mind when I'm building these things is I like to keep the screws separate, because case screws and cooler screws, sorry, English is my second language, they're different and I don't like to mix them, so they won't be compatible, and you need to make sure you use the right ones in the right place. Okay, let's see. Now, these are sort of one size fits all, so it comes with all these brackets. I'm going to have to figure out which one's which for the AMD processor I'm using. Alright. So, and that should be pretty simple by following the manual, which highly recommended. So the socket on the one I built, if it, socket AM4. Let's see. The AM4. These guys. Weirdly, it says it doesn't include them, but they're definitely included. I'm holding them. TR. Yeah, TR4. That's a good one too. AMD. Here we go. There we go. Yep. Got washers. I got that long screws. All right. All that stuff. Okay. So now is the and then USB cable for that guy. All the screws for this guy. Put all space for it. I'll put this down because this is motherboard stuff. I don't want to confuse it. Okay, so let's bring the case back up. All right. Okay, Mike. Always in the way. All right, let's try and build it this way. Make sure it faces the camera. Some kind of camera. Okay. All right. So, if I remember correctly, this thing comes off very well. These are tight, factory tight. So, gonna have to use a screwdriver on that. So usually I like to make the cooler push air out, the hot air out. Now in this case, it has to push in, pull in the air. It's a little bit different. I've had mine for about a year and a half now. It's fine. It runs a little hot, but I also got a lot more stuff in it. So. This is where the problem-solving skills come in handy. So I got to remember the pipes are. I can't see my hand. There we go. The pipes. No. Let me rotate it one more time. Here we go. So the pipes are coming from this side, and I have to go to the CPU. So I got to make sure that there is enough clearance for that, and that they're not being bent past a certain angle. Some people call illegal bends. Usually, an illegal bend is when you bend anything past its the point of like where it returns. Okay. Yeah. So I like to always do a quick fit. Make sure it's gonna just enough clearance. Ooh, gonna be tough, but it'll do. That guy there. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be real tough, especially on camera. All right, you guys are gonna watch a struggle. But has been done before, and it will be done again. So let's put this guy over here. Okay. Gotta remove the old, replace the new. Out with the old, and with the new. Gotta find a way to remove these. Yeah. Slide right out. Touch the gel. Paste. Thermal paste. Thermal paste. There we go. Whew, that was a good pull. Alright. Let's try again. Now these guys. And once Corsair logo up. And once okay, pretty easy. The other one there. Okay. I'm going to use this as a cover for now, just temporarily. Okay. There we go. One thing. Never mind. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that's that part. Let's see what else we can do. Get rid of some of this trash. So, to continue, I gotta mount that guy on there, put the fans on. can try to put the fans inside, but I want all the space for the graphics card. So I'm going to put it on the back side. Do that. This right here. That should be right. And I gotta make sure it's gonna fit. It's gonna be hard to move it once it's all assembled. So I'm gonna do it. And if I fail, I fail, and I will learn something new. The way humans have learned for the last whatever amount of years. So I need the long screws. And the washers. Believe it or not, the washers are very important. With this, anything would do with radiators, you don't want to drill a screw too far in, because you can actually puncture things. So washers, you know, for some reason, I mean, besides the pull, it gives it more pull. The overall depth that it can go is limited, and that's a good thing on coolers. So it doesn't, you don't end up drilling through the serpentine. That's the word. So this will be tough. I'm gonna pull the camera again. Okay, so I'm gonna try to put this guy like this, assemble it that way. And then as a whole piece, I'm going to lift it up and put it in. I like to have the cables on the right side. That's at least in the right place. And here we go. Right off the back, I see a problem already. So my original plan already has a flaw in it. There's a little spacer there that's not going to allow it. So I'm going to have to put it after. Right here. Which is fine. It's fine. It doesn't affect the order as much. Just check something out. Gotta be real tight. Good. Yeah. I give this a 60% chance of success, so we're in this for the long haul. Okay. So, if you're a little confused on why it's the space in there. In order for me to connect this and put it in the right place, I don't think I have enough clearance. I'll have to remove the white ribbon from the case, which is removable, if I remember correctly. And then I'll just have to shift that ribbon. I call it ribbon. It's a white little trail, and then use that space to maneuver the cooler inside of the case. Okay, there we go. First screw, just hand tight for now. Okay. All right, we got the first one in there. Do one more, and then I'll bring the other fan in here. And if you don't know that, but most people know, the fans have a little arrow to show you the airflow direction. And if you want to push or pull configuration, just make sure they're both lined up in the direction you want it to go. In this case, I saw it earlier, should be in the right place. I don't see it anymore now. That's weird. There it is. It's in the very top. Yeah. So it's pushing out right now. So this is it's pushing out, which is not what I want. So good thing I caught it. I'm gonna have to remove one screw and then flip it. There we go. And rotate this guy. There we go. Always double check. Happens. Human error. Especially with this, it's like a little puzzle. It's not only has to be assembled here, but then it also has to go inside. You gotta remember which way it's gonna be facing when it's done. It requires a little more thought than just putting together a few screws. Okay. Threads feel really hard. Like the extremely hard, actually. Unsettling. Might be the powder coating was done after the spruce would drill. Something. That's my dog playing upstairs. Boston Terrier. 7 months. I might bring him at some point when the screws are put away. Alright, don't forget the washer. Alright. Okay, we got one more to go in this setup. And then I'm gonna try it. Actually, I could probably just try it right now, because this is the final size it's going to be. And it is clear. Man, it is perfect. Flawless. Alright, we're good to go. Proceed. Measure twice, cut once. So many times I had to cut twice, measure 4 times. All right, ready for fan number 2. Okay. So remember, you have to line it up like the other one is. Cannot be different. I've actually tried one push, one pull. You know, I didn't do real science tests, measure heat, but it wasn't great. It was like repeating, and I really didn't. Yeah, I would never try that again. Definitely not a benefit to that. Okay, so there we go. Line them up. They look good. Nice. Grab another screw and check the focus. Make sure the focus is correct here. I have to use some special setting here. get my focus peaking to work. There we go. Yeah, that looks really nice. There we go. I dropped it in the fan. I gotta use my little tool to get it out now. Got it. Okay. Got this guy over here. Railing. Sure they're lined up. For some reason it's not lining up. See my mistake. A little bit of space we left. All right, we got two of them. That's probably one of the longest parts of the whole PC building is this hardware. It's really intricate if you think about it. It's got liquid, it's got air, it's got electronics, it's got a pump, and got some weight to it too. So this is the reason why laptops are not powerful enough yet. You gotta be able to handle the heat. Will we ever have computers with no heat? And I don't think that's possible. It's not in our current configuration. Maybe if we use something, yeah, not even biological, because biological things use heat. So anything involving energy will eventually need some kind of heat. Therefore, heat is always going to be a thing with computers. Probably get better coolers for sure, more heat efficient, but heat is still there. All right, so we got all this stuff, all the pins. Okay. So, grab this guy, and we're gonna finally go in the motherboard. So, not in the motherboard, sorry, in the case. I'll release these cables just so that in case they get caught under something, I can pull them. Let's see, almost there. one hand. It's not as easy. There we go. All right. Springs are out. And we'll, hopefully I'll have some time for cable management, which is very important for the long life of the computer. Make sure no cables are being overly bent or stretched or pinched. And I'll focus mostly on, you know, the internal, on the glass side, what I mean. The back side, this is out of sight, you know, can be a little sloppy. Just for the sake of time. All right. So here we go. A lot of noise. Metal on metal. Pulling cable 1. Pulling cable 2. I believe one is the RGB header for the fans, and the other one is the control power for the fans. So each one has 2 cables. Come on. There we go. Okay. All right. Success. I wish you could have seen it. No, once I rotate it, you'll see a better image of it. But it actually went in really nicely. It's really well seated. So I'm happy. I didn't have to redo it. So that's a good day. All right, so let's keep on doing these little cables. Make sure the knife doesn't cut anything. Okay, so I'm gonna go flat now. Okay, verifying that these are correct. I got my screwdriver and this is the part you can see. All right. Okay. I'm just going to check the screws, make sure that they are indeed cool. So looks great. Stays on there. Kind of overkill with the RGB fans, but still, the light will still shine through. The light overpowers the darkness, and it always shines. Since darkness is technically the absence of light, so it'll be nice, nicely lit. Okay, so now let's do the cooler part. Now, this is where I am entering an area I have not done yet, and it's AMD cooling mounting. I've done a ton of it, Intel, but not a lot of AMD. So looks like it's just 2 threads, and yeah, it looks pretty straightforward. Although I've been saying that for a while. Okay, I see it. Oh, it is pretty straightforward. Look at that. Okay, so apparently I gotta use these guys. Let's put them here. That should be another. Yep, a little bit of those. All right, and then I can use 2 of these guys. And then just create a mounting bracket for this guy. Let's see if I can focus. There we go. I put my finger already on it. Must have done it while I was moving the stuff. And there, I almost did it again. Look at that. Looking at the camera. Yeah, gotta be careful with stuff. They'll get on everything. So first one's in. Second one is in. All right. So looks like that's the combination, and it looks like it just traps it. So it just goes right over, and it traps it. So let me make sure I get the camera focus. It's in the shot. Okay, probably as good as it gets. Pretty noisy image. All right, here we go. And extra points if I can get the Corsair to line up. Usually ends up in upside down, sideways. So let's see. All right. Check something. Something doesn't look right. According to my calculations. Yep. Look at that. Mistake. Alright, so my mistake, and it's easy one to make. These flaps have to go the other way. So I just gotta pull them back out and reverse. But by doing that, I'm going to have to reverse the screws as well. All right. Well, if we're capable of admitting our mistakes, we can learn from them. There we go. All right. So you got to rotate them. Makes a little more sense. Okay. Right here. I'll keep streaming until I get Windows 10 running on this machine. So I'm in for the long haul, which I estimate should be probably within an hour from now, probably less. Almost done. RAM and the other hard drive, that's a piece of cake. All right, there we go. Much nice. Okay, let me change the focus again so you guys can see a little better. There we go. That's a pretty nice, pretty smart way of connecting a cooler. I haven't seen this before. Again, I mostly do Intel builds. That last one is pretty. There we go. There we go. Not a fan of it, but easy. Yeah, I would say 6 out of 10. I like the 4 screw configuration, but I know that can be a little tedious. So let's see. Does it say anything about how much tension? Or is it just thumb? Until they are secured. Okay. Well. All right. I think that's good enough. Take some plastic. Sounded pretty good. Cool. Cool. Yeah, this is moving pretty fast. All right. I thought that was a little close to the RAM. Hope I can get it in there, but this is the way it goes. It looks like the whole fan unit is controlled by these LEDs here. I mean these not LEDs, sorry, these cable connectors. Molex connectors, excuse me. And then we got a SATA power, and then the CPU fan header connector. All right, so for that, I'm going to switch a bit camera here. Keep going. Check what's up with the social media stuff. All right. Let's see. Let's keep on. All right. Let's see. Okay. So let's continue. So now is where we start doing some of the cable management. And I'm going to try make sure I get the image to be good enough. Okay, all right. So let's see. First mission, let's go up. And in order for you guys to see, I have to modify that camera. Okay. So, start pushing cable through. A little dark in here. Let's see if I can get one of my lights to shine. Okay, there we go. Yeah, a little bit of light. I'm gonna push the cables up here and then down. There's a nice cable running tray, cable run tray, I believe they call it, on the back side, which I'll show you. Actually, you can see it in that camera. This one. All right. Okay. There we go. Cables, huh? We hate them, but we need them. They're way better than wireless. To be honest, yeah, we always got a new cable. Okay, so I want to double check on my manual just to make sure I got the right CPU cooler header. Just my OCD. Build it once and hopefully never have to reopen it. All right, so 1 and 2. Yep. Yep. All right. I'll do the AIO pump, which is the one it's on right now. All right, so we got that. Let's now connect the back parts. I'm gonna rotate it. You guys can see it's getting a little heavier each time. Gains a little weight. All right, so these are the ones coming up and through. And this is one that's already going there for the fan. It was existing. I'm just gonna bend them over and run them downward. I'm gonna connect all these guys. I hope you can hear me. Maybe I should use a lavalier next time. Straighten them out a bit. So RGB hub. I'm assuming it's this guy over here. Uno y dos. Those are connected. Yep. A good thing about these PC builds is usually if it fits in there, it's probably in the right place. But there's a few exceptions. Audio cables and USB headers. The front audio panel and USB header somewhat similar. USB 2 header is somewhat similar. So also some of the pinout stuff. I'm telling you, the manual explains it all. Most questions can be answered by the manual. A firm believer in print media, or at least written media, not necessarily paper, but the ability to read something and understand the information in it. That's very important. All right. Okay. So this is, like I said, I'm not going for winning awards on cable management. However, I do want to make a respectable cable management. But yeah, there's a. I have to use the white one. Okay, let's see. Should be temporal, just to sort of get him out of my way, sort of clear them. Okay. It's on there. I'll tidy them up a little bit later. A lot of this stuff is changing anyway. So now we need to get one of these trays. Actually, I could probably start with the power supply cables and yeah, I'll start with that. So let's get some of these fans hooked up. All right. So the front panel, USB 3, front panel header, audio header, and USB-C, which this case has in the front. So that's this fancy cable here. Yeah, USB-C. All right, so let's bring down the camera a bit. I'm going to be running these cables through this guy over here. Let's see if you can unload the battery in this camera. Probably tweak some of these settings live here. If you don't mind, I'm gonna mess with the settings real quick. There we go. Trying to get some more image. Okay. Got that. Run the cables through here. Sometimes, oh, there is a hole. Okay. Prefer to do that. A little nicer, a little cleaner. We'll see if they work. Not always. They don't reach the spots. So, all right. Okay. And yeah, we're over here. So the first one first one, and maybe it's time for me to change the mic. Check. Okay, I'm gonna go lavalier. I have a nice Countryman lavalier here. I'm gonna hook it up with my. Just put on the headphones, I guess. All right, I'll use the blue cable. All right. Fading this one. I'll see you on the other side. Hello. All right. A little bit different. Yeah, a little bit different. All right. It'll be closer to me. Maybe I'll clip it to the mask. There we go. Sorry for the noise. Okay, there we go. So now, let's see if the camera, yeah, you guys can watch it, great. So now this is where we start doing the front panel stuff and the USB-C. So these already up the back, at least the USB-C not gonna work here. I'm gonna have to go up and straight this way. Almost feels like an illegal bend here. So I'm gonna release it from the back and bring it up and retighten it. Okay. All right. Unplug this guy and then we connect. Is it a one-way? At least so. All right. So there we go. And we are in. That's that. One down. USB-C is done. You know, USB 3 for the front. It's gonna be a little hard to bend this one. I'll just go for it anyway. Here we go. There we go. Cables find their way. Fan. Let's find the base chassis. Fan. Let's do the bottom over here. Okay. There we go. Change the focus. This is a one-man operation, so. Okay. Get what you pay for. What else? Oh, the audio. Front panel. Okay, so the audio. Let's see. That noise is my beard scratching up. All right. I heard this song like 20 times. Let me change the sound just to keep my sanity. I like this one. All right. So front panel, all set. Okay. I like this one. Bring the volume up a bit. All right. Okay, so we're left with the front panel pins. Now, these have been getting more and more small as time has gone by, which is okay, believe me. And this should be pretty straightforward. So these used to be a bunch of separate pins, really pain to get in there. They used to come with this little spacers. They probably still do. A little spacer that allows you to build it outside and then connect it. Now this is better. It has one corner that doesn't have a pin. You just gotta line it up and it goes straight in. And that is the input and output for your switch, restart switch, the LEDs in the front, and I think that's about it. Maybe a speaker, but this doesn't have a speaker. Yeah, I've been in a pinch sometimes where the button's broken. I've had to use something like this to short the power, and I've been able to turn computers on and off that way. Not recommended, but necessary. Let me fix the mic again. Give you guys a little better sound. Okay. So, yeah, so we got most of the pins done. Actually, that's the majority of the connections here. I think we're in a good spot. We're moving along. All right, let's get this solid state in. I'll rotate one more time. Can appreciate its beauty in all 3 dimensions. And actually 4th dimension too, you see, through time. All right, so 4 terabyte Samsung. You know, say what you say, but Samsung makes really good hard drives. I have one Android phone, so it's Samsung. I like it. It's got a few things that I don't like. Bixby being one, but other than that, pretty good phone. All right, so I'm gonna need screws for this guy. Yep. So we're gonna go back to my case screws, which are in the motherboard box. I'll bring the volume down a little. Okay. I'm just screwing these. Might switch the lens next time. I'm using a 20mm on this one. This is a GH5, and that's the Blackmagic Cinema 4K with a 35mm Sigma lens. 20 is good. I think it's a pretty nice wide angle, but a little hard to pull the focus on it. I could enable autofocus, but old school. I like the turning of a focus ring. All right, that song ended quickly. Let's see what else I got. I'm using this is all with the same band. Safari Bulbo, a Salvadoran band. Should be playing. Let's see. Try again. There we go. All right. So. That's good. That's better. All right. So that's there. Now, I don't know if there's going to be enough clearance. Oh, just made a mistake. Got excited. Then I'm going to double check the orientation of the hard drive. See, this way it's going to block the connectors. Rookie mistake here. Look at that. In my defense, I haven't used these trays in a while. I usually use the ones that like capture the hard drive and hold it captive without screws. I like those. They use more plastic, but they make up for no screws. I gotta now point the camera down. That's as far as it goes. And 1 second. I'm gonna rotate this guy. There we go. There we go. Now we get the full. There. All right. Rotating. Okay, there we go. So my mistake was this. That is blocking both connections. So I've got to rotate 180. So the connections will be at the bottom. Yeah, it should be pretty straightforward now. And then we'll load up Windows. Good old Windows. Let's find another song while we're at it. Should have made a playlist. Alright, there we go. Let's see what that sounds like. Alright. Now we are whoops. Don't worry, the table's padded. There we go. For some reason it's not liking the idea of going in, so let's try this again. Ah, the Velcro. Oh, let me move the camera back up. Sorry. There we go. Okay. And I can probably squish this back. There we go. Okay. Success. Oh, only a computer is so therapeutic. Alright. Got it in there. Looking good. Said cable management. Yeah, I'll get to it. The live stream is making me a little anxious about finishing this, so I'll do it off camera when I can move freely. Maybe I'll post it after. Alright, so let's start getting these power supply cables. There's always like a ton of them. So we're only going to use a few today. Use, of course, the motherboard. This guy. So I can already tell it's going to be tough to get in there. So remember what I said about the beginning about technically I could have waited till now to get in there, but all right. So I'm going to plug everything I need. I need SATA, I need graphics cards, I need the... Actually, I don't know how many power pins this motherboard needs. I assume it needs 2 4s or 1/8. Let's see. 4 and 8. Okay. That can be achieved. This guy right here. Okay. So CPU. Okay. VGA. All right. I always like to connect the furthest first, because it's the hardest to put after it's been assembled. Need some SATA ones too. Probably gonna need just one actually. One set of them. If I can get the hard drive connected in the same one. Now here I'm gonna break what I just. No, I'll still do it. Still connected it at first. Okay. Let's see. Now we got. That sounds nice. The ocean. Man, I haven't been to the ocean in so long. COVID got us in here. Live streaming, how to build a computer. Keep our sanity. It is what it is. Alright. We gotta survive, we gotta go on. Okay, so now we are almost done. There you go. Okay, that should be it. That's all the braids, all the hair we got. Alright, so I'm gonna go in there. And this computer will never have a hard drive, because this will be a computer that's going to be going up and down and moving places. I wanted to get one with a handle, but there wasn't many options that were small and not 30 pounds. I know online I could have found one. It only needs to go inside a car, into the office, and then back outside someone's house. So, some travel, but not a lot. Not a road computer. Otherwise, I would put it in a server case in a rack, a 19-inch rack, and then put in a Road Warrior. There we go. Okay. Looking good. Okay, so now let's do these cables. And there's a few tricks here. I don't know if they're legit. They're my tricks. You know. Alright, so. Okay, so first things first. We got to separate these and run the motherboard up the tray. So we gotta undo what we just did for now. That's why I'm not too worried about making sure they're nicely. We're still very early in this process. So I'll make it follow the second tray. It has a nice little curb on the top. This cable is super stiff. I mean, it has to be. It's got like 18 cables in there. A lot of copper to be bending into place. Okay. One second, let me check something here. All right. All right. Let's continue. Okay, gotta bend that guy. Pretty good. All right, so now we gotta go to the front, and I'll rotate it so it gets recorded. What's the point of doing it if you can't see it? All right, 180. Getting heavier. Okay, and gotta just line up this guy with that. Looks like we have connection. I didn't hear a click, but I don't want to push in the motherboard too much. They do break. Okay. Nope, it has not clicked. So I'm gonna put something behind it and then push. All right. I think we're good. Okay. USB-C still in there. Okay. Let's move on to the next thing on the list. This chair is old, so it makes a lot of noise there. Okay. All right, so that's it for that part. There's a long ways to go. All right, so that power cord for the top corner here. There is a cable tray in the back, which I'm gonna rotate up one again. You guys can see. Okay, so this one, I like to make sure it goes following this little tray. Sometimes I'll put a strap or a zip tie. So I'll open this one. And connect it there. And then I'll put a zip tie somewhere in the bottom here. Okay, that goes through, punches through, and I'll worry about it on the other side. And we need two. These things use a lot of power, so we're gonna get the second one same way. So open it up again slightly. I got both. I don't know if both are gonna fit in the same channel, but we'll have to make them fit. Yeah, they'll be all right. All right, so go in. Almost. Okay. Bring the volume down on the music. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's rotate once again. A lot of rotations. Getting my workout. Okay, so corner, top corner. Let's see if we can get this camera angle in the right angle. There we go. Okay, so this is where my hand becomes a problem. As you can see, my hand already is pretty big. Gotta get these guys in there. So the first mission is the big one, the 8-pin. So I'm gonna not worry about the 4-pin, but just grab one of the 8 pins and do a 180 U-turn. To try to line it up with it. Now, if you forget to plug them in, chances are your computer is not going to turn on. But there are some computers can work with one of them connected. So, for example, if your power supply did not come with all the headers and pins needed, to fill all the power, then read your manual. Chances are maybe your board doesn't need them on. Of course, that could change with time. You know, things are getting more power hungry, so it makes sense too. Okay, looks like we got it. I hope we did. Let's see. Our YouTube, let's see if it's working still. Looks like we're still on there. Yeah, we're still good. We're still good. All right. Okay, so now I gotta separate this 8-pin and pick one of those 4 to go back and make a U-turn. Now, I'm gonna read the manual just to make sure that it does need both. If it does, then I'll do it. If it doesn't, then why do it? So number 1, page 19. Yeah, there we go. These connectors do not use the 4-pin only. May overheat. So to ensure the 8-pin plug connect both 8-pin and 4-pin plugs. Okay. It sounds like you can get away with the 8-pin, but not just the 4-pin. So either way, it's always better to just, if you got them, get the cable connected. And now this is a harder one. Now you're fighting the other cable and the bend itself. There we go. Are we? No, not yet. Now, I could consider removing the fan, but it's so close that there, we got it. Seemed impossible, but it was done. I like to push the other one away so it doesn't get sucked into the cable, into the fan, and create noise or break the blade or something. Even though it doesn't have the reach. It's just still, you know, Murphy's Law. It's gonna happen. Probably will happen. All right. There we go. Okay, now we got these guys lined up. Very close, very close. I'm gonna have to go grab the graphics card and get it upstairs. Forgot to bring it down. But I think all we got left is the RAM and good old Windows. The capture card, which I'll show you guys here in a bit. Should be pretty nice. Okay, let's open up this RAM. So I went with the 32 gig 2-set just so I can upgrade to 128 with 4 sticks in the future. Because yeah, we need RAM. All those Zoom calls, man. Okay, so, and again, I'm gonna check the manual, just overly cautious, but also to show good advice. You know, always check your RAM seating settings, because the dual channel and the quad channel, that sort of thing, is important. It's important to line them up correctly. It's also important to know which area they're supposed to go into. And usually, I'll try to show you, the manual shows a nice little graphic of all the combinations. If you have 1 stick, 2 sticks, 3 sticks, and it shows you how to seat them in the correct area. Now, this one, manual is not showing it for some reason. That's kind of a shame. But it's yeah, it's very important orientation. There we go. Yeah, he wasn't crazy. Okay, so dim 1, a B1, B2, A1, A2. So if you only have one, according to this, of course it's going to be blown out, but if you only got one, you got to look in your manual. It goes into that dim A2, which is kind of like not the most logical. You might think A1 is first, but no, it makes sense. A2. And then if you got 2 sticks, A2 and B2, if you got 4 sticks, then you fill them all out. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, the numbers sometimes don't line up with the real stuff. And then you also have to make sure, how are you looking at these? Because you know, if your motherboard's turned around, then you might confuse yourself. So make sure you double check that always. I mean, your computer will work, you just won't be using the dual channel. All the features of it. Okay, let's see. There it is. I'm looking for any marking on there that tells me which one's which. Well, yeah, here it is. A1 and B2. And it's got a little star next to it. So I'm gonna go with a A1 first. B1 first, sorry. No, it is A1. Okay. A2, sorry. Jeez. Confusing myself. Alright. Alpha 1, Bravo 1. There we go. Now this is in B2. And did I miss? Yep, look at that. I always like to do this laying on its back, but for the camera, I'll have to do it upright. Yeah, make sure it clicks. You're all set. We have good clearance between the heat pipes here coming out, the water cooler pipes. And everything else is looking pretty sharp, pretty clean. It's gonna be a nice clean finish here. Okay, let's move on. Okay, oh yeah, the last things are missing is powering the imaginary graphics card, which hopefully tomorrow I can go stand in line at 6 a.m. at a Micro Center and see if I can get one. Out of all the things, you know, you stand in line for, graphics cards, huh? That's gotta be a new one. I just hope in the near future we're not standing in line for food. All right, so let's rotate this thing around down. Okay, back to our Samsung, and this is a good time to also get the SATA cables from my thingamajig. Oh, I was under the impression that it did come with some, but I don't see any. Maybe not. Huh. No SATA cables? That's gotta be a first. Okay, well, nothing to panic. I have a ton of them, but Wait a second. Wait a second. There. Yeah, looks like we don't have any SATA cables. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go look for some. Definitely got some upstairs. That's weird. That is weird. Let me check the box here. Nope, that was wrong. They're right here. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so we're not going to use the L for this one. The L is for the ones that are upright, or sorry, stacked. So this is going to be the straight through both sides. I'll just go ahead and connect it and get it going. Sorry for all the noise. It is the noise of machine building. Okay, we got one. There we go. Now SATA, I like to use the Intel SATA onboard controller. I've had good luck with them in the past. Reliable. The Ace Media, not so much. It's a little finicky, especially with power saving stuff. On the bigger hard drives, they go to sleep quicker, and it just makes the system unresponsive. And if you're aware of it, you know. Oh, sorry, these are AMD. AMD, of course, yeah. So I'm going to use SATA 1, which will be in the top of the stack, just to make things clean. Okay, that did not sound crunchy, but take it. Okay, so now we got to connect power to both the bottom's hard drive and the top. I'm going to use this guy over here. Boom, success. And then the other one. This powers the cooler, liquid cooler. I think the end of the Molex connector is soon, even though it's one of my favorite connectors. The 4-pin Molex, that thing is awesome. Basic, really basic, but hey, it lasted, I don't know, 40 years maybe? Probably less than that, like 35 or something. But it is an awesome power connector. I use it for a lot of personal projects, building other stuff. That's where my love for those connectors comes from. Simplicity. They do fail, so. Okay, so I'm starting to have some issues with clearance. So let's make my one SATA string wish it's not gonna fly. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Okay, well, we tried. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, not gonna fly. All right, stop wasting time. I just put another cable, restrict a little bit of airflow, add more weight, but it'll ensure the connectors survive. You know, eventually these things will become like bicycles, you know. We're trying to shave weight carbon fiber cases. Yeah. So right now, not a lot of people do not care weight of a computer. You know, it's on a desk, but you know, with COVID, it might require us to make things more nimble. And that is something. Like the Mac Pro, the trash can, you know, that was I thought it was a cool concept. It just wasn't. It was a laptop that was rolled around like a burrito. Yeah, as far as upgrades, not much. Which is why now the new Mac Pro, it's got all the space for a ridiculous price. But that is the price of that equipment. And of course the wheels. Okay. There we go. A little bit better. A little bit better. Now, like I said, I'm not trying to go for picture perfect. I'm just trying to make sure it turns on in the stream, and then I'll make sure of it. A lot of these cables get crunched into place by the cover anyway. So the cover is that one that does the work here, keeping this organized. Huh. I wish I had a little more. There we go. Okay. Okay. I believe that is it. Yep. Nice ocean sounds. All right. I rotate 180. I got my power supply cables here. Let me fix something here. Got caught. Oh boy. That's the problem with this. Whew. So one of the power cord cables, the clip got caught on the metal. And there we go. Freedom. Okay, so I'm gonna run upstairs, grab the remaining part. I'm gonna put a still for now, enjoy the music. I'll be back. And yeah, I'll be right back. back. We're back. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. All right, yeah. So I got the graphics card here. Turn myself on. All right, so the battery just died on this guy. Let me switch that out. But it's still again. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. So we're coming right back right now. Camera's back on. Sorry about that. All right. Got the stream. Got this big white box in front of me. So got the graphics card. I forgot which one it is, so I'm gonna unbox it. Unbox an old graphics card. Yeah, that's exciting. All right, there we go. Yeah, all black case, and it's a GTX 1080. Okay, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Not bad at all, actually. It's a pretty decent card. Still in good condition. Took it from a working company, a working computer. So should be all right. So I'm gonna make some space for it here. And let's get it going. Let's get Windows going. And I should be able to feed the, I'm getting an echo here. Check. Yeah, I'm getting an echo. Check. There, not better. Yeah, I should be able to feed the video from this card into the mixer. So you guys can watch the boot sequence of the new computer. That should be fun. All right, let's tilt this up a little bit. Okay. Okay. Forward. Sorry, that's a one-man job here again. Sorry for the tilt, but it is what it is. Okay. I hate how we really haven't had a better way of attaching these brackets, expansion brackets. So clumsy. Just a bunch of screws. Okay, so we're gonna put it in the top one just for good measure. Now, I can see already the USB-C cable is gonna be an issue. Hopefully not too much. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that. I needed one more bracket off. The top one is not connected to anything, or not. Wow, these are hard screws. All right. Let me get serious here. All right, I'm gonna start moving a bit faster here. I don't want the stream to be 3 hours long. So, lining it up. Okay. Every time I build one of these computers, I start to imagine the end of them. You know, all things eventually come to an end. So it might not be me taking it apart in the end. So I like to make sure that whoever takes it apart sees that there was some effort given to making sure everything was correct and well assembled. Sort of a high from the past. Okay. It's kind of like the difference of going to a fast food restaurant and a restaurant that the chef built something for you. I kind of feel that like computer building is like that. A little more personal, a little more hands-on, and you know. Well, luckily, this graphics card doesn't need all the power pins, so I guess I was thinking of the RTX 3080. I think that one needs. I need all 4 of them. I'll see. I'll unplug one of them if I don't need it. I also didn't realize that these have 2. Oh no, only one has 2. Okay. Okay. Good to know. All right. That is it. Yeah, we're ready for boot sequence. The exception is, of course, USB header for our cooler, which is USB 2. So I'm just going to plug it in. Now there's not a lot of cable in this. I could try to go around the back and drop it. Sure, why not? Why not? Might as well. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. All right. Yeah, because having a cable going right down the middle is not pleasant. Okay. All right. Let's see, right. There we go. Success. Now I just gotta hope it's lined up. Oh, wow, victory. Okay, so I'll run it down to the side here. There's a little notch there. There we go. That is nice. Gotta get a new chair. Chairs. Okay. Now it's done. Yeah, I'm calling it done. All right, so I'll put the back one on. I'll leave the front on just so we can reach in there and fix any issues. So I remember when I in school, my A+ class, computer hardware and computer repair. One of the final tests was the after assembling, getting the 1 beep. Now a lot of these computers don't have beeps anymore. But the beeps would tell you, memory error, CPU error. You just had to count the beeps. And you still can. You put a speaker on here, the beeps will mean things. But now you have a LED readout on the board. I can tell you more info than counting beeps. So it's a little bit of a bulge, but it'll flatten over time. Okay. So that's that. I'm ready for boot. So, wow, that's a little heavy. So now let me switch cameras, or disable my key camera, and I'll bring around the power cables and video cables and feed them into the mixer. And we'll see what happens. So stay tuned here. I'm gonna unplug my mic. Got a keyboard here, got a mouse, got all the necessary connections here to see if we got this thing alive. It's alive. It lives. So, I got the G603 gaming mouse. It's my second one. First one, I dropped it so many times it broke. The wheel broke, but it's a good mouse. It's one of my favorite mice. Okay, so unboxing this guy, and I guess I can bring myself up on the small one. All right. Yeah. Oh, this one's well, this is different. This is different. Okay. The one I had was rechargeable. This one is not, which I don't mind. Not necessarily a bad thing. All right. That's easy. Put the dongle in. Even though it's USB, I just want to use dongles for life. All right. We got the keyboard. We got power on. We should see some lights here coming up. Motherboard is lighting up. Okay, I'm gonna feed in the video as soon as it comes in. It'll be camera 2. So, yeah. Let's see what happens. Camera 2. So this is what camera 2 looks like right now. And I'm gonna hit the power button, which is over here. So 3, 2. I guess I can, yeah, let's do it. So it's booting on. See, the system is turning on. This one is not plugged in, so I gotta find where this header is. So not getting anything on that one. We are getting airflow, yeah. Top one, yep. Still, there we go. It lives. All right, we got BIOS. Nice. All right, bring myself in. I think this might be, I don't think it's probably been done before. A green screen over a BIOS screen. I don't know. You have to simply check the records on that one. Okay, now of course my screen is super tiny. So I'm gonna have to look on the side here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to update the BIOS, that's for sure. That's a no-brainer. But the CPU is showing up. Our RAM is showing up. Everything's looking fresh. Mouse is a little slow, but that's just BIOS. Let's see if we can do. Let's see. See if we can do the boot. Sorry, the the wireless card, and I'm gonna need a Ethernet connection here. I got one. All right, Wi-Fi 6. Yeah, it's got that 5G. Okay. All right, I got both of these on. Cool, cool, cool. All right, let's see if I can do the BIOS update through Wi-Fi. Probably not. All right, I'm gonna have to do it later. It's looking good. It's looking real good. Yeah. No, like I said, I'm an Intel guy, so I gotta make sure. I'll have to do a little bit of research, make sure all the right settings are on and correct. This board does have 2.5 gigabit Ethernet, which is that's cool. I'd rather have 10 gigabit, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Monitor, boot. All right, so I just got to click exit. There are save changes. No changes were made, but and restart this bad boy. All right, so that was success. From start to zero. Oh, how long has it been? Let's see. How long have we been streaming? I don't know if there's any way to see that. Let's see. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm gonna sort of move a little bit, get some, move this water bottle. All right. Okay, so it's booting up again. Yeah, it's back at the boot up page. I'm gonna shut it down, complete shutdown for the fan that I missed. And it's, you know, when you're building these things, you're only human. You're bound to miss a few things, and it's fine as long as you're willing to correct your mistake. So our mistake was somewhere along the line of the, here it is. Yeah. Did I pass it through? That's why. Yeah. Okay, so that cable is in here somewhere. I'm gonna dig it out. Oh, I see it. I see it. Got it. Problem solved. Okay. So this is the one we were missing. If you're wondering why I gotta look to the right, I got a monitor on my side. Okay, so I gotta find a fan header. Found one. I'll just plug it in there. Later, when I do fan tuning, I'll figure out which one's which. Okay. So, that's it. Corrected our mistake, which is more of a omission, but still a mistake. For those not watching, I did power it off, and I did not unplug it, but I powered off. Usually I like to unplug it, and that's just an extra precaution. I did switch the power switch off on the power supply, and that should be enough, but you know. Okay, what's going on? All right, there we go. Okay. Yeah, we're not going for speed. We are going for it to be done correctly. And I'm gonna put the glass and just, sorry for the horrible noise. There we go. There we go. Got a nice and shiny finish now. All right. So, gonna hit power again. Gonna go to camera 3. Gonna turn my. There we go. Switch this on, and I gotta go get the Windows USB stick and do all that fun stuff. I think I'll end the stream now. It was more of a test of the ability to stream while doing something else. But I'll turn it on, leave it on BIOS. The fan turned on back here now. Got a nice wind coming. So here we should see the Asus logo popping up soon behind me. theoretically. There it is. Republic of Gamers. You know, in order to be a republic, we have to have elected officials, which I don't think we have yet in gamer society, so we're not a republic. We are a corporate oligarchy, where companies dictate our laws and our freedoms. All right, and that's it. So we are back on. I'll do the BIOS update. I'll connect this to the internet and get it going. Thank you for joining. This has been a test. I'm Atlacatl. Once again, signing off. Enjoy your evening.